all of us agencies do this, and one of the things we're working on is to try and find a way around this. If a mom needs food, she can come here and say, I need food. We'll say, here's food. Okay, in 2 weeks she needs food again. We say, here's food. We've got to get to the point on Troost and every other part of this city that has these issues is we're going to get you the skills and we're going to find you places where you can get a job you can live on. And then you can get your own food and you won't have to rely on us. Because I think as a society, what we've done with poverty is Band-Aided. And I think the Band-Aids were meant to help. And I think they did help. I mean, it's better for a family to come here and get food than for the kids to go hungry or to go to any food pantry. But what if we could get a training programs here on Troost and jobs here on Troost and train families and our kids for jobs where they could then make a wage where they could provide for their families. That's what the mothers want. And, you know, part of me, the staff calls this my old lady's conspiracy theory. I think there's a plan to keep a cheap labor force in this country, and you won't convince me that there isn't. And so we have to change it here by providing opportunities and getting unions and stuff to come in and train people. And we have to change the state's view of, you know, if you take one step forward, we can push you back 3 steps. And that's what we're doing. We've got to say, good, you've taken a step forward. Let me help you make another step forward. I mean, you lose something for everything you gain. And, you know, if our mothers, okay, Missouri is last in the nation of what a mom can have and make childcare, what a mom can make and have childcare. She makes $8.10 an hour and has 1 kid. If she makes $8.15 an hour, she'll lose childcare. In Missouri, we're last. We're 50th out of 50 states. And so our mothers who may have no utilities at home, may have no food at home, the boss says, you know, you're a great worker. I'm going to give you a $5 a month raise. The mom has to refuse it because she'll lose childcare and then she can't work. Why are we doing that to people? Why don't we want to let this woman get ahead, or man, and provide them with the services they need till they can get on their feet and then say, okay, you don't need us anymore. But we don't do that, and I don't think it's an accident. The reason these are single mothers is because of state regulations, for no other reason. When we first came here, it was when they were looking at welfare, and they went into people's homes, the state did, and if there was anything belonging to a man in the home in 1968-69, you were denied welfare. If there were men's furniture, men's shoes, men's toiletries. So we ran all these guys out. So we have a lot of single mothers now raising children because marrying someone in the same economic group in this state is economic suicide. I mean, because you lose health care, housing, and food stamps if you marry the guy working next to you at McDonald's. Now, if you married a doctor or a lawyer, that would be a different ballgame. But most of us socialize in our own economic groups.
Is that still the way it is? That it's harder, it's much easier to get welfare if there's no man in this?
Yes. If you have 2 minimum wage incomes, sometimes a mom will come in and say, sister, guess what, I'm getting married. And I say, oh, that's good. And I kind of have to bite my tongue because if they marry, they will lose child care, health care, housing, and food stamps at that moment. If they lived with Bill Gates, they wouldn't lose anything. And we've created this system, and we play like we're a family-friendly society, and we're not. And, you know, these women, you know, if you married a banker or something, that's a different ballgame. But we socialize, we go to church, we live in neighborhoods with people pretty much economically like us. You know, so the chances of one of our mothers marrying a doctor are fairly slim. Not that it could never happen, it could. So, you know, we created a system that is designed to hurt families, and we then blame the women.
So what can we as a community do in response to this?
I think we can make sure that the Troost looks like every other neighborhood in town. I think we can make sure there are opportunities for these children and their families. I think the biggest thing we can do is have legislators in the state of Missouri that want to change this, and we'll change it, and we'll sometimes have to stick their neck out to change it. I just think sometimes not all, many legislators care deeply, but many want to be reelected, and their constituency doesn't want to fool with Troost. We got to fool with Troost. We got to fix this for these families and these kids.
This is good. We talk about the legislators risking their necks, but if the people agreed with the legislator, I don't feel like it would be as large a risk.
That's right.
What can I do? What can I, an individual, do to change this?
This is one of the things I think we don't do, that we should do. The guy that was the mayor of Denver wanted to reduce homelessness in Denver by 75%. He was mayor for 2 terms. One of the things he did was he got them to give him a hotel, and he invited 100 donors who were working on getting rid of homelessness by doing some sensible things, and he invited 100 homeless people. And he got them all pajamas because it was an all-night party, so you didn't come in a $5,000 suit and I had, old beat-up jeans on. And they met each other. And then people realized, I'm just like him. And I think that's one of the things that doesn't happen in this city, that if it happened, we'd solve a lot of this. Economic groups don't meet each other. And I think if we met each other and saw, my goodness, this person is just like me, wants the same thing for her kids, because otherwise it's us and them, and I think that's what's destroying this.